Hi everyone, welcome back to my Beach Angel Tarot Shop. Today I'm here to do a Goddess Yemaya Womb of Creation for the month of April 2020. And so we're going to dive right in. I'm not going to, I hope everyone is okay and safe where they're at. I'm not going to get into a lot of the collective conscious. I think everyone has had a lot, and you can tune in other places to get information about that. I'm here to kind of tap into our messages from Goddess Yemaya and kind of take a focus off of that, get our minds off of that a little bit in this moment as well. It's not what that total intention of this reading is about, but I'm sure it'll have that effect too. So that being said, I hope to be putting up more and more content as I move forward into 2020, but I am being guided to share this with everyone today, April 2020, Womb of Creation reading with Goddess Yemaya. I'll be using the Magical Mermaids and the Dolphins cards for this reading, and we're going to jump right in this moment. Like I said, I hope everyone is safe and okay where they are at in this moment. And we want to see what Goddess Yemaya has for everyone. Oh, I do want to share where I cut right now. Soulmate synchronicity. This reminds me of Atlantis and Lemuria. Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. And this is kind of like a DNA strand here with the soulmate. New romance with a spiritual basis is here for you now. But there is synchronicity happening within soulmate relationships for those that are looking for messages in regards to those types of relationships. So this month, April and May are coming up. There was a lot there. I'm not going to look. April and May is going to be a big time for. It's like fish flopping around. It's a lot to be said. I haven't done readings, so I'm not surprised Spirit is really wanting to chit chat with everyone. I haven't given much opportunity for them to do that. So I am being guided to today, though. Goddess Yemaya, Womb of Creation, Archangel Michael, Guardian Angels. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to continue reading the card flopping. Okay, they're saying now. We got the ones to come out. Okay, I do want to pull. I was gifted this beautiful deck from a beautiful soul sister. She knows who she is, and thank you so much. I'm going to pull one from here too, right now, just as an opening. Just as I love this side. I love this deck. It's just so beautiful colors, and then the side kind of does a shimmery thing. It's so cool. And this is kind of reminds me of Easter with the colors and the iridescence and the pastels, right? So what message does she want to also bring? This is not the reading. This is just an opening. I feel like it was talking to me over there, like, pick me up and let me talk. So let's see what they have to say here. This is one. This is it. Elusive. Elusive is a card of, or an energy of just that, being elusive. Let me read from the book. It says stealth, escapism, hiding, freedom is the word. Elusive weaves through the kelp and crevices, seemingly unseen. She appears when you yourself are fleeing or breaking free from something. Is it responsibility or an escape from something restricting? Take this time and use it to better your situation. So that is beautiful. There's a sense of freedom. There is a sense of escapism, but it didn't feel bad to me. It didn't feel like a bad, elusive type of feeling when I looked at it. So that was what I said, freedom. When that word appeared there, the freedom word. So I feel like she's saying here is, are you freeing from responsibility or an escape from something restrictive? And we are, of course, in a restrictive energy right now, right? It's more so than we've ever probably been, or a lot of us has ever been, at this time. So we may be escaping that. We may be seeing some glimmers of more freedom coming up as well. So I don't like to get too much into that whole energy, but I did want to come out. I did want to speak to us a little bit. So it's an energy that's kind of unseen right now, but there is a freedom energy that we're not actually seeing, but is kind of weaving around us unseen at this moment, of freedom, of breaking free of restrictions. And I love seeing that. Yeah, I can't even magic. So they told me, you know, when I picked it up to look there. So we have the unicorn too, and there is magic around this. So this is a good elusive energy. This is not about deception. This is a freedom energy that is kind of weaving around us that we haven't yet saw in the physical transpire, right? So the overruling energy for our April is tranquility. Make time to relax. Be still. We've really no choice right now, right? And enjoy your solitude, including a much needed self-care. So this is a time being given to us. Enjoy it. I know that sounds, you know, very difficult for some. It's I'm almost hearing some say it's easy for you to say, right? A lot of us are really faced with challenges, myself included. But I'm trying to hold the higher perspective of, you know, and I'm not going to make this reading about what's happening, but what is really going to occur is be calm, be still, right? And take time to relax. Try not to be in a fear-based energy. The time is going to go by one way or the other. Are you going to be engaged in fear and restriction, or are you going to kind of just like let go with what's happening? Because remember, what is unseen around us is a freedom energy. It's kind of like weaving itself around us unseen, right? That is what the basis of this is. And I see 3 stars. Number 3, of course, all about Empress energy, all about expansion as well. I do just want to read that. Elusive weaves through kelp and crevices, seemingly unseen. And the word that stuck out to me was freedom. So freedom is weaving around, seemingly unseen. She appears when you yourself are fleeing or breaking free from something. And we are breaking free. We're not only breaking free from what is being shown to us in the physical as an isolation, but we're breaking free of fear-based paradigms and larger energies. We are breaking free. And it's things that we can't actually see, but we can sense. Those of us that are light workers and the sensitives, everyone that's watching this video, I'm sure, is feeling that energy. But do keep in mind that this is kind of weaving around us. So kind of try to chill as much as you can. This is going to be happening whether you decide to be fear-based and worried and anxious, or whether you decide to let go and be still and enjoy your solitude, right? It's totally, that choice is up to you. This time frame is here. It's carved out. We're in it. We're already in it. So you can choose which way you're going to be in this, right? In this container of where you find yourself. So chill out, you know, try to chillax, as they say, as much as you can. What she wants us to spend more time on in the month of April, and it's morning affirmations. So beautiful. So she gives us something that we can use. Say positive affirmations each morning to open the gates of manifestation. So to open the gates, to open the energy, the portal for that freedom to come in. I think it's more than just the gates of manifestation. We want to manifest a healing of this. We want to manifest a cure. We want to manifest an ability, not just for our own freedom, but for the freedom of this virus, right? So there's something that we can actively do. We can get up each morning. We can face the sun. We can greet with positive affirmations, positive words. If you don't have affirmations, find a positive word to focus on. Focus on the word freedom. Focus on the word healing. Focus on the word cure. Focus on something that's positive versus anything fear-based. But there is an activity she wants us to focus more energy on, saying morning affirmations. Morning is very important here, because morning is where the light returns, right? The sun comes in and we are being infiltrated with a lot more light. And so you can see this mermaid basking in that light. It's like a light bath coming over her. And so definitely looking at that energy, visualizing, seeing that, because here in the tranquility one, her eyes are closed. And so I feel like even just envisioning a word that's positive is going to be very helpful. Envisioning a word, glowing in light, glowing in the shimmering different colors, in your mind's eye. Just bring up a positive word and cover it in light and these shimmering colors in your mind's eye. It's going to help the collective. It's going to help her, help everyone move and open this energy that we want to manifest forward in a positive way. Our love life energy for April, moving on. And this for me is love of life, but it also kind of bounces and filters into romantic life as well. So our love life energy is rest. You've been working hard, take a nap and get some rest. Almost feels like it's back with what she wants us to spend more time on, because it's kind of being, I don't want to say foist on us like we have no choice, but take advantage of it. I mean, how often do we get to spend time at home with our families? And Get some rest. Again, eyes closed. And even this one, she's looking up into the light, but I think it looks like her eyes are closed. Your eyes being closed in meditation or visualization, this looks like an eye to me, like a third eye type of energy. It also looks like an egg, and it looks like a little Easter basket nest too. So the Easter time frame is going to be very important this year. But also our third eye, our energy of our visualization, our clairvoyance is the word I'm looking for, is going to heighten. And you can see the colors in here, sort of like that I saw on the side of this deck. Shimmery is in her towel here, and it's all those colors are in here as well. So very colorful time, but it's also telling me that our clairvoyance is heightened. Not just activated. For some, it's activation, right? It's the first time you'll be experiencing it for some. For many that are here that are watching this video, I know you're already active. Your third eyes are already active, so you're going to be more activated. It's going to be more heightened. Your third eye, your clairvoyance is going to be more engaged, if you will. It's going to be more active. That's all I can say. But in shutting your physical eye, that eye becomes more active. It's in shutting and being still and being calm and being centered and being quiet where that is able to come online more. And this is going to be needed, not needed. Needed. It's a given. It's going to be what guides us more in this coming new age, you know. And so it's important right now for that third eye to get the physical rest, to get the physical eye to rest, to get the physical body to rest, to come into a state of more light and more positivity. That clairvoyance is going to be there, yes, like it's always been, but different, better, I want to say. There is something going on with the clairvoyance coming forward that's going to be different for everyone. So our love of life, what this has to do with love life, it's in a resting state as well. I'm sure if you're in isolation, it's kind of hard right now unless you're isolating with your loved one. But it's just in a resting state like everything else right now. But the message here is it's because of this clairvoyance. And if you look at this with the love of life, you're going to see life way more colorful, right? You're going to see and engage in life in a way that you haven't before. And I think you're going to be able to see the elusive energy more easily with that third eye. You're going to be able to sense what's kind of around you. That is unseen, whether that be for the good or the bad, right? But there is a strengthening, a healing, and a activation of the clairvoyance, the third eye, like never before coming up here. And it is in the placement of love life. So financial energy for April, dream big. Again, eyes closed. Her eyes are closed. Wow. Let go of small thoughts about yourself. See yourself succeeding. See yourself succeeding. Our third eye is, I don't want to say the ticket. It's going to be so much different. It's going to be so leading the way for us moving forward. And so it's going to also be not just with love life or love of life. It's going to be involved with your finances too. So it's a way of affirming and visualizing and seeing with that third eye, your finances, your love life, your love of life, everything in totality is focused with that. It's like for me right now, the third eye, the clairvoyance is like a lighthouse. It is like a shooting beam, the way they're showing it to me. And this isolation is helping that come together for everyone in a way. So it's kind of hard to explain it, but again, it's where I'm getting at is see yourself succeeding. This clairvoyance is coming up as most important in this reading right now in all aspects. So it's to use this time to see yourself. Don't take your eye, like today my card pull was, don't take your eye off the prize because of all this world calamity, right? You had an aspiration, you had a dream before all this started. Do not take your eye off of that. Keep focusing on what you wanted to manifest before this all started. This is a time to kind of get your ducks in a row. Don't let this pull you off. Utilize this time to see yourself succeeding in finances and love in your life, your passions, whatever it is that you had your eye on when this started, keep going. What she wants to help us cleanse right now in the month of April. I have to laugh because this card holds a specific meaning to me. So new dawn, new you, this is a new you. New persona is a word. The worst is now behind you and positive new experiences are on the horizon. Again, the morning, the sun coming in, a whole new light, a whole new day, a whole new dawn, right, is upon us, not just individually, but collectively, worldwide. So she wants to help cleanse anything, and to cleanse that, rest is needed, right? Restoration is needed, restoring yourself, giving yourself time to kind of be still, be calm, enjoy that time, right? Don't use it in angst and anxiety and feeding into the fear-based drum that's beating. You know, everyone has their position, and there are those that are beating that fear-based drum, and there are those that are holding that other energy of anchor of light. So be that anchor of light and kind of focus on the energy of that new you, not just new you, but new world, new energy coming in. And like I said, this card for me holds a specific little nod from heaven to me. But she's helping cleanse anything that's keeping that at bay and keeping us from seeing that light. So again, like I said, third eye clearing, right? Third eye clairvoyance clearing is coming up big here. She's helping us clear that third eye so we can see that. Beautiful. Seed of energy to plant on the new moon, April 23rd. Seed of energy to plant on the new moon of April 23rd. Self-employment. Self-employment. When you're employed, you're abundant. You're working for yourself. Working for yourself. Making things work for you. Okay. This could be self-employment, sure. Your business, what have you. You're a born entrepreneur, and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. But for me, when I saw it, this is employing yourself, making things work for you. How are things going to work for you moving forward? Having a can-do type of attitude, planting the seeds of all this type of energy in the new moon in April 23rd is important. So if this is about a business, certainly work on that. Take the steps as the moon grows into the full moon in May, doing those things. If you're not looking to start your own business and you have no idea, like, what is she talking about? This is about you. How are things going to work for you? How are you going to make things work for yourself moving forward? Making like a little step by step, step one this, step two that. How are things going to work for me? And your abundance, your worth is the word. Like, when you're abundant, you have worth. So your self-worth, really looking at planting a seed for your own self-worth, what you have to offer, what you will accept, what you want in your life, that type of energy. And for others, it is self-employment. It's like the 9 of Pentacles. It's our worth. It's like our I'm feeling solar chakra energy as well, our willpower to take care of ourselves. Plant the seeds for that for you and for the future, okay? What comes to a good completion by the full moon on May 7th? And this is number 7. Yeah. Contemplation time. Spend time alone, meditating upon what you truly desire. Which is interesting, because now she is awake. And where did she become awake? She became awake at number 5. She came awake at change. Number 5 is a change to a challenge. And so she became awake there. And her eyes are wide open, and that's where we was cleansed. Our third eye was cleansed. We can see now, even with our physical eyes open, we are seeing more with the third eye. There is a change coming to that, like I said. Her eyes are open on this planting of this worth, seeing her worth, seeing what she has to offer. And then at the full moon in May 7th, there is a contemplation, but now her eyes are open. There is a change upon us. Even though we are still kind of in this energy, there is a difference now because her physical eyes are now open. She is looking at a bird, like a parrot, and these have been coming around me lately in pictures and as a spirit animal, symbolic. And so there's, again, a sense of all that color, but it's also the throat chakra. And it's contemplating, spend time alone meditating on what you truly desire. But she is bouncing it off of this, parrots repeat things, they bounce things back. There is a reverberation here. Her tail is blue. There's some not third eye, I wanted to say it again. There is some throat chakra. There is some communication. There is some form of bouncing ideas around with someone around May 7th that is important, and coming out of this state a bit. So there is more interaction, there is more communication in May 7th, and there is a bouncing around of ideas and talking things through with someone, or you know, this could be your spirit guides, this could be your totem animal, this could be a person, but there's more engagement is the word I want to say, but there's still a bit of the contemplation times, but there's more active engagement in that contemplation time, if that makes sense. So we are kind of maybe coming out of things a little bit there where we were completely isolated. There is a little bit more interaction perhaps by that time frame, but you on an individual level will be speaking more and bouncing ideas off of someone, I feel, is coming up here and talking more and speaking things that you have seen perhaps with your third eye with someone else, and kind of getting a little bit of a back and forth conversation. So I hope everyone has enjoyed that, and they wanted me to take a peek at the bottom, and they want you to have faith. Your prayers and manifestations. Your prayers are manifesting. Your prayers are manifestations. I said that wrong, but they're saying it really wasn't wrong. Your prayers are manifestations. The way I said it stands, they're saying. So, you know, positive affirmations, your prayers are manifestations. Remain positive and follow your guidance. So your prayers are manifesting, but they are also manifestations. Remain positive and follow your guidance. And I do feel like May 7th, you're going to be getting some guidance. You're going to be getting some interaction that's important here, okay? But they want you to continue to hold that faith. What a beautiful reading this has been. I will see everyone soon. I will be hopefully posting more, like I said. And angel blessings to everyone. And, of course, oceans of love.